All right, so we always hear that in relationships, communication is key. I know you've heard that about 1,000 times. But have you ever heard of excommunicating? It may not mean exactly what you think it means. Psychologist Susan Orenstein is here to help us differentiate between the two. Hey, Dr. Orenstein.
Hi, nice to see you again.
Good seeing you again. Thanks for coming on the show. But you got to explain to me this term that you've kind of coined, excommunicating.
Well, as you know, I work with couples and I help people with their relationship issues, and so many times people will come in and they say, I want to communicate. That's what I want. But they're communicating all the time. They're excommunicating. And I just use that as kind of a fun expression because they're communicating in a way that makes people want to distance from them. Instead of building closeness, they build distance and conflict.
So why do we use this tactic? I mean, you would think in a relationship, you would communicate, it would flow, but why do people resort to excommunicating?
I think we're torn. We want to be understood. We want to get our point across. But at the same time, we are afraid that if we are clear and direct and we say what we mean and we mean what we say, that we'll get rejected. And so we have different layers of communication where we kind of hide our real communication in different kind of wrapping that gets very confusing.
From fear of rejection?
From fear of rejection.
That happens a lot in relationships. As a matter of fact, like I'm sitting here thinking about conversations I've had with my wife or even with other family members, and you seem to phrase it in different ways or not say things, but phrase it in a different way because you're afraid of getting rejected. Is that the only reason that we do that? I
think that's a big reason, is that we're afraid if we tell somebody, look, this is what we really want, and then they don't do it, then they'll know and we'll take it personally and feel rejected. Then there's a flip side. Sometimes I hear people say, well, if I tell them what I want, if I tell my husband what I really would like is flowers, and he brings it to me, then he didn't think of it. And so,
oh my gosh.
So if I'm really a good communicator, then it won't mean as much.
So you're trying to say women need to be better at
or
dropping subtle
the other
hints?
way, right?
Subtle hints? Okay. How do we stop communicating like this? Because I know it kills relationships.
I think we need to say when we value communication that we value direct, honest, open communication. We stop the games. So sometimes I've played the game Taboo with my family or password or charades. I think that we do that with communication. Let me give hints, and then if they guess, they really love me. I think we need to take away all the games, all the challenges, and just say, look, I'm going to make it easy for this person. I'm going to tell them what I need, what I want, and that's the best way to foster a great relationship.
Well, you say foster a great relationship, but what if you decide that that's how you want to be with me, and then when I start to be direct and honest with you, would you always get the exact results that you want, or could it backfire?
I think then if you're going to have an argument, then you'll at least be arguing about something that's real. So when you say backfire, there might be conflict, but a lot of times I see couples arguing about things, but they're not even communicating about what they're arguing about. So somebody might think they're arguing about this when the other person's arguing about that. So at least have a really good argument where you're communicating in a direct honest way.
Honest and open, so that you're both like that and can communicate better.
And that you can get to the other side.
That's great. Thank you so much. Every time you come on here, I love talking to you.
It's my pleasure.
If you guys need advice, if you want to start working on your lines of communication before it's too late, set up an appointment at OrensteinSolutions.com.